All right, this is Jimmy Cab's Tape to Broadcast 50 with 50 interview series. I'm here with Alex Camargo of Krisiun. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you doing?
Devastation of the nation.
All right.
The Krisiun Fury in North America. How's the tour going?
Pretty good, man. So far, so good. I think this is the 10th show, and so far, so good. We've been up in Canada, started up in Chicago, and every other show was great. Tonight was great too.
One of the things that I've always appreciated about Krisiun, and this is very interesting, you've been at this for a long time. What, over 20 years now?
Something like that, man. Over 20 years.
Krisiun is a live band. What I saw here tonight, you just played an incredible show. How do you keep that energy, especially on a tour that is so hectic?
Well, I would say motivation is one of the key words. Yeah, you gotta love what you do. Otherwise, it won't be no use. I mean, we still loving what we do. We love being on the road. It became a profession for us. Sometimes I wonder, what the fuck I'm doing. Like I'm getting old. I'm playing in a band. Or should I get a job? But actually, I'm proud about what we're doing after all these years. We still a live band, a very active band, like you say, to be on the road all the time. And motivation, I guess, is the key word. And try to stay focused. We still love what we do with what we do. So I guess it's pretty much it. Motivation and passion for what we do, passion for metal.
For me, one of the things that's very interesting about Krisiun, we've talked about this before, is the fact that not only do you come off with being real, playing live and being a live band is one thing, but you capture that energy and that sound in the studio, which is very hard to do for most bands.
Oh, yeah.
The new record, let's talk about that. Forged in Fury.
Right, man.
Okay. Very rare for bands to be able to come out with a new record after so many years and still retain the integrity, still retain the fire, still retain the interest of your fan base. How do you do that?
Well, thanks for your words, man. Like I said, man, we're still eager to do what we do, and we've done I guess 3 albums in a row back in Germany, and we thought it was time for a change. We love the albums we've done in Germany, but we felt it was time to go somewhere else and try to achieve a different sound.
Searching for new energy?
Yeah, new energy, new everything, And I guess Eric, was the guy who first came to our minds. He's a death metal icon, The guy's been around, and been producing great albums. And I think it was the right choice, he was a very dedicated producer, he managed to take the best of us as far as performance, we're friends with Eric for a long time, and his studio is awesome, we got a big room. I think it helped with the ambience, with the sound ambience. Yeah, I would say this record got more like a natural sound, and I think it's about it. It's all about it. Sounding more natural and organic, like you said. After all these years, there's so many fake productions out there going on. Like all these bands, they sounding like robots or something. And
a lot of bands tend to play it safe as well too. They figure, you know what, I got to feed the masses, the demographic.
Definitely.
So let's write what they expect.
You got it. Yeah, that's definitely something that we don't like it. We will never do it. We wanted to stick around to our guns. To the people, to the audience that's been supporting us. We'll never go around and come up with some. You got to step off the box all the time. It's always a challenge. But without stabbing the audience in the back with some crappy music, crappy production, electronic shit. It's just as metal as it is. You know, we're a 100% metal band.
We were talking about Eric Rutan, the producer.
Right.
Do you feel that? Let me backtrack a little bit. One of the things that I like about Forged in Fury, on top of it bringing it Krisiun to the next level, but not losing the foundation.
Got it, man. Thanks.
By the way, if you haven't checked out this record, check it out. It's on Century Media Records. What I like about it is that you can see the growth. Do you feel that Eric had a lot to do with that, nurturing you in the studio?
Yeah, as far as this, the sound wise, yeah, he captured like the best performance that we could possibly, you know, I mean, offer. And we were actually we were ready before entering the studio, and we practiced a lot. It took us some time to build up the songs, and when we got there, we were ready to do it. And like, he's a great producer. He knows what to do in his studio. You know how to get like a heavy sound, more like a natural sound. We wanted to sound like more natural. You know, I mean, more like a.
You really did a good job of that.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, man. Yeah. And that was it. You know, we had a great time. Eric is a great guy. You know, I mean, he's a hard-working guy, and don't get me wrong, he's not like whatever. But he's not a dictator, you know what I mean. But he can kind of push you, you know what I mean.
Would you say he's kind of like George Martin with the Beatles, straight to the fucking point?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that, straight to the point. Yeah, no bullshit. Yeah, no bullshit, straight to the point, man.
For me, it's always interesting to see a band like yourselves. And again, the reason why I really respect Krisiun is because you're a road, real live band. Constantly on the road, not relying on, you know, what most bands are doing now, which is putting up a social media page. And
Yeah.
you guys are on the road, man.
Definitely. There's all
How do you
kinds
find time to write?
Well, it's always some time, man. Like, you know, when you go back home, when you go back to Brazil is also a market for us, so we can still play shows there.
Wow.
So that's why the band is our profession, you know what I mean. And then when we got back home, we're playing like weekends only. You know, it's not like over here or like in Europe, like you're playing every single day. So we got this free time like during the weekdays. We had it like a few months like that, like early this year, like late last year. We kind of we stayed home, like building up the songs. But I'm, you know, talking about a lot of work, you know what I mean. Lots of rehearsals, you know what I mean, and a lot of work, man. A lot of dedication, you know what I mean. It's like any other job, you know what I mean. And it's, as long as you're dedicated, you get it, you know what I mean.
Right on. How would you say this record differs from the Great Execution 2011? Wow, 2011.
Yeah, man.
How does this record differ from that?
I would say the production, you know what I mean, the sound, I guess. Like I said, it has more ambience, you know what I mean. I love Great Execution, but I think it's it doesn't have much bottom as we wanted to have. Like talking about, yeah, the real. I don't know.
You weren't happy with the production on that?
No, I am happy. Like I say, it's just a different thing. We thought it was time to get more ambience, you know what I mean? Like when you listen to those old metal records, you hear like, you know, they're recording in big rooms and stuff like that. So I think that's the main difference, you know what I mean? The sound, it's not much of a big difference. It's the same band playing, you know what I mean? Maybe the songs are a bit more complicated in a way, you know what I mean? More like a mid-tempo, slow parts, you know what I mean? But it's still the same. It's the same fucking band playing, same kind of music. But like you said, maybe the sound is the main difference.
For me, one of the things that I've always enjoyed about your albums, and again, I've mentioned to this before, that you never get the credit for being the lyricist that you truly are. For those of you that really want to dive into this new album, you should, because these songs really have a meaning. Are you trying to say something to your audience and address to the world? Because songs like Scars of the Hated, Burning of the Heretic, did I pronounce that right? Yeah. And Timeless Starvation, there seems to be an underlying message. What are you trying to relay with that? It's a very angry record.
Right, definitely, man.
In a good way.
Yeah, you got it. Definitely try to say something other than just, I don't know, evil cliches. You know, what I mean, we've been there. We talk about, you know, demons and witches and all that. It's good stuff, but you gotta, you know, what I mean, find a way to keep doing what we do, but not be repetitive. You know, what I mean, not bringing up the same old. Messages, you know what I mean, and it's so many things out there, you know what I mean. We've been traveling a lot. I've seen things going on like in South America or Africa, you know what I mean, Middle East, you know.
Oh, Africa.
Yeah, and people tend to ignore it, you know what I mean, like on what's going on everywhere, and all that shit that's going on these days, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, that like the starvation of people, like I said, I've seen things. I think if you could manage to get like something real but brutal, you know what I mean, I guess it fits with the music, you know what I mean, other than just you know, evil messages, you know what I mean. Anything goes. It's cool to talk about, you know what I mean, like black magic, or as long as you have like a substance, you know what I mean, anything goes. And I just felt it was time for, you know, be more realistic, you know what I mean, but without losing like our background, you know what I mean. It's like a brutal, the music's brutal, the music's heavy, so are the messages, you know what I mean.
Do you feel that because you do travel around the world and you play all these different markets that predominantly safe bands don't tend to go to?
Right.
Do you feel that by you bringing your music, you not only is it inspiring you what you're witnessing, but you're inspiring these people that are in this struggle to live on a day-to-day basis in these countries that you mentioned?
Definitely, man, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Especially in Brazil, you know what I mean. I got a hold of a bunch of friends there, you know what I mean. These kids starting up bands, and you know what I mean. They all have dreams, you know what I mean. I think we the same way they are a motivation to us, you know what I mean, like as far as supporting the band and coming out to the shows, we are also motivation to them, you know what I mean. Like we're here, we're getting our shit together, and we're traveling the world and bringing like our music, you know, to all these people. So we did it, you can do it as well, you know what I mean. So it's a wonderful thing, I would say, you know what I mean, when you can inspire people, you know what I mean, and make them believe that anything can be possible, you know.
Right on, man. Forged in Fury. Krisiun's on tour right now in North America. Where else are you going to be traveling on this tour?
Well, like I said, this is the 10th show, I think. We're going down the West Coast and then going through Nevada, Colorado, Texas, go all the way up, East Coast. You're going to
be ravaging North America.
Yeah.
Right on. Make sure you pick up Forged in Fury, Krisiun's new record. That's on Century Media. And also make sure you witness what I've known for over 20 years, the devastation of a nation. Krisiun, thank you so much, Douglas Carvalho.
Oh, man, Jimmy, thank you for supporting us, and not only us, but all these bands. And this is a wonderful thing, you know what I mean? Like I say, people tend to ignore things, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm so glad you're here helping us out, spread our stuff. Thanks, brother. Thank you.
You see that? Finally, I'm getting some respect. Out.